Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 44 of the Rosebud Challenge. As you may be able to tell by the look on Eden's face and the fact that she's grabbing her stomach and the fact that I said I wasn't coming back until she went into labor, she's in labor. So, it is... I just come out of tab mode, jumps me back a little bit. It is just after 3, so I was off by an hour as to when she went into labor, and she's gonna go play density evac. And my plan is to have the baby at home. Normally, if I have the baby at the hospital, I've had glitching in the past where they go and no one's there, but I find if you wait until they're right about ready to have the baby, that lately, if I do that it goes and everybody's there at the hospital. So I don't know if that's because they fixed it or if it's because I'm waiting. But in this case, we're not actually having the baby at the hospital because of the fact that I have the lot trait for the ley line effect, and I want to have a greater chance that she's having twins here. Even though when they did try for baby, I had a message commenting that, you know, there was a greater chance of having a baby. But so I've even put 2 bassinets here in hope that we will have 2 babies. And I put them because I just didn't want to have to hunt all over the house if we do have a second baby to figure out where the game put the second baby. Where this way, I would assume if she has a second baby, they'll put it in the bassinet I've provided, which is right here beside the first baby. So I guess Jeremy's not aware that his wife is in labor. He's painting away. Normally they go into panic mode. And we had a boy. I did not try to influence I don't think I tried to influence the gender of the baby. Oops, I spelt that wrong. Good thing you can go in and change it if you need to. So it's Talbot Hope, and it's a boy, and we have Jeremy as dad, and Ryan is the first boy. I think we're not going to name him. Should we name him Julian? Or will I get confused with Jeremy? I think I won't name him Julian. Anthony, Gil, Cody. We'll name him Cody. I don't think I use that name very much. And we have another boy. I think the reason I didn't influence... I don't know what I did. I just really don't remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I tried to do both in hopes of having a boy and a girl. But... So we have another boy, and we do have twins. So Cody... Jason. Maybe, I don't know if Cody and Jason. What goes with Cody? Cody and Bryce. Cody and Josh. Skylar. I'll be back when I figure out what name I'm gonna do. I decided to go for Christian, so there'll be 2 C's. Cody and Christian. And there we go. We had twins, and Christian is already crying because he has a dirty diaper. And see, she has the beloved trait, and you'll see that we have no relationship with either child. Now I want to just quickly check to Jeremy, and he is starting as friends with both of the kids, and he does not have the beloved trait. So that definitely seems to be a glitch with the game, where if you have the beloved trait, they don't start with any relationship with their children. And when they age up to toddlers now, and previously when they aged up to children, she will have to introduce herself to both of them. But in this case, it'll be as toddlers. Oh, they're both crying. Ryan, I didn't... sorry, am I getting... Yes, I was right. Ryan, I didn't ask you to come. What are you doing? Coo at. Don't coo at. If you're gonna come over, change and see. He has a friendship with him. Yeah, only Mom. Mom's the only one who's gonna have to work, though in some ways there's not much point. Because you're gonna have to... Yeah, I think he needs to be fed, is my guess. Did you change his diaper, Ryan? You know, if you did, Ryan, go off and go do something productive. And I don't know if I think I must have the walls... Maybe I did have them in cutaway. So you can go sell this painting because it's not worth very much. But this one, the masterpiece, is over 2,000. And if they're over 2,000, we will keep them to sell in a street sale. Street sale, if I get it right. And we'll do a landscape painting, and we're going to start the gathering. I have also been noticing that if you have a gatherings going, when you quit and exit the game, when you go back in, sometimes things like if people are at school or at work, they will be home from school or work. Now Juliet is watching TV and she wants to lock a door from being a teen. So let me see. Okay, you finished? And so now you go feed this baby, assuming this butler doesn't come and get in my way. Go away, butler. I don't want you to come. Come talk to the butler, Jeremy, so that he doesn't come get in the way of Mommy looking after the baby. Because I really just want Mom to look after the baby right now. He's still not very happy. Oh, because he has a dirty diaper. Well, if I could direct you to change the dirty diaper, I wouldn't have a problem with you changing the dirty diaper. It's just that I don't know that you're actually going to do anything useful for the baby. So now you can change the dirty diaper. Because you're the sim who has the beloved trait, so you end up with no relationship with your child. I don't really know if we just left it like this, because she has the friendly trait, what is that trait called? Incredibly friendly trait. If, when she does the friendly introduction to them, if that will just be enough to make them friends. But we'll leave them babies for a day. For a sim day. So you're gonna can you change the dirty diaper? Change the dirty diaper. And hope no one's coming. Oh, is that you, butler? Are you coming back? Maybe we need to dismiss. Not fire, but just dismiss for now, because he's kind of getting in the way. And we could just have a maid and a gardener come. Can you try talking to him and keep him away from the baby? Because I want to look after the baby, and especially because we don't know what he's actually, if he's really looking after the baby. He's just coming and getting in the way. And no, I don't want you to come either, Juliet. You also have they all have a relationship with she wants to lock a door, and she wants to, I'm just looking what her whims are to try and get her to maybe get one of her whims instead of bothering with the baby. Listening to, because Mom needs to work up and try it. And possibly, yeah, go away. I don't want you to come to the baby. Eden, change the dirty diaper. And then give the baby a cuddle. And then you know what? You can have a disco nap because you are a bit tired. That should do it. Yeah. He should be fine. Now, Jeremy, you're distracting the butler for me. Thank you. And you, Juliet, have listened. But why don't we have you... Let me see. She's got her homework done. So why don't you just why don't you work on some writing? Resume writing. Oh, you've already started writing. So we'll switch your aspiration. And she's inspired. Hopefully this overwhelms this fast internet energized trait. Probably should have had her cloud gaze a little bit more. Both the babies are asleep. Jeremy, you are hungry. Whose painting is this? No, we're not going to scrap it. I was just checking to see if it was yours. It is not, because it's giving you the option to scrap. There. It is Juliet's painting. So now okay, good. You're not standing in front of the fridge. I've been finding a lot of them are standing in front of the fridge. He wants to listen to talk radio too. We're going to listen to... I wish you had the choice of just listening to what was on, like when someone else is listening. And with the TV, you used to be able to listen to, like, join watching. I seem to remember that. And I'm still trying to look for the talk radio. And now I find you can't do that. You can only choose, you can watch whatever movie's being watched if you have the movie stuff pack, which I do. But there it is, talk radio. But you can't join in what's already there. You have to actually pick what's there to be able to kind of join what's already there. So, and I think I was reading that is something that you used to be able to do, that they have changed. And I hope they patch that back in, that you can. So what's this painting worth? 1,000. So we will sell that. And how much is Ryan's? It was 1961. It's kind of borderline. My cutoff is 2,000 simoleons, but that, if you rounded, would be 2,000 simoleons. So I think for now we will keep that in our inventory with the idea that we may or may not decide to sell it. How much is this one worth? 2,000. 181. All right, because that was the one that Ryan just did, that he got the masterpiece in between, like when I said I would come back in the afternoon. So he has painted. So he's just I guess that's because I think I started the club gathering and he's a painting machine. So they're just starting painting. We only have 4 easels in the house. And how much is this one worth? It's only 1,000. Okay, I want you to go sell that. Sell both of these because they're only worth 1,000. And because it is Sunday, we are going to have to sell some of their things. Otherwise, their bills will be horrendous. And you have to go to the bathroom, and your social's not very good, and your energy's not very good. So why don't you first off just use the toilet, and then you can have a nap, because it is only 8 o'clock. It's a little bit early to be going to bed for the night. But maybe instead of having a nap, maybe you should try and do something on the internet to get your social up. I know you could talk to friends, but to family and whatnot. But let's see what socialize is. Chat with. Is there anyone here you might want to build a relationship with? Just looking. I really wish they would tell you who was teens and whatnot. You have to remember who the teens are. So she's had her nap and she's up. Why don't you resume your painting? Don't start another one. We're not gonna... Do we not already own a puppet theater? I think we do. Yeah, there it is. I wasn't sure if I put it in inventory. Oh, both babies are awake. So I'm gonna get rid of that. He wants to try for a baby. Oh, I gotta change that lot trait. I'm gonna do that right now. Because we don't need to try for any more babies. We're gonna get rid of the on the ley line. We don't need that. Homey cooking mixologist, we'll just keep that for now. And hit play. How's she doing? Oh, she did get the right for an hour while inspired. That's good, because I wasn't sure because of the lot trait, the fast internet overriding it. She wants to watch. She just wants to watch a lot of TV. What is this? Cannonball into pool from being energized. Interesting. You know what? Why don't we lock your bedroom door for being a teen, because that's an easy one, but I do need to put the walls up to be able to get that. There's all our fish. Lock door for everyone but household members, and allow access to the butler in case we need anything cleaned in here. So maybe I should have locked the door for the club and allowed access to the butler, because that means the toddlers can't go in there and disturb her in her sleep. We'll see. She wants to chat with someone from being cheerful. I'm sure we can do that. So he is chatting, and he's got the butler. Well, why don't you talk to the butler, because that'll help build your... Tell joke about Sunset Valley, because your social is not very good right now. Get to know, though we probably don't need to max it that much. I just need to remember to have him socialize with when he's at school. And do I still have... I think that's cut away, but we'll just put them down. So that's an interesting fish with a hook picture. What type of picture is this? Surrealism painting. So you may as well sell that, because that is not... And he wants... No, we're not. That's the try for baby. And we're not trying for baby. I think 4 kids is plenty. That's what I can say. So we're going to do one more painting before we go to bed. And you, my dear, can... How much is your painting worth? That's worth enough to put into inventory. We'll put it into Jeremy's inventory, because I think he has the other paintings. Now, you're hungry, so why don't I check what's in the fridge and how long it's good for? There's a few things, but we're going to need food when the baby comes along. Well, not when the kids age up. When the babies age up to toddlers. So why don't we make something that we can have in the fridge? Spinach frittata. I like frittata. So that's something that's soft and easy for kids, little ones to eat. So we'll have her cook that. And he doesn't have very much. And so she's finished her book. And she has to go to the bathroom. Juliet, let me look. We're going to need to get... So why don't you use and massage? Yeah, you really have to go to the bathroom. I just noticed that change from yellow to... And you may as well take a shower. Why don't we sing in the shower? And I know she's hungry, but I think we're just... It is getting late now, and it's time for her to go to bed. And Ryan is exhausted. We're going to have him... I don't know if that was me setting that up, but we're going to have him go to bed. There. And the baby's... Christian's awake. Jeremy's painting. We really need someone to harvest these plants. Maybe... Looking at... Oh, there's a baby crying. Can you get away? Unless you're going to change the diaper, because I'm fine with you changing diapers. But if you don't change the diaper, then you're kind of standing in my way, and I can't get to the baby to look after the baby. Just standing there. Are you going to change the baby's diaper? That baby doesn't need to be fed. Baby needs a diaper change. Though he's not pushing the bottle away, so he's obviously not too upset about. And he's still crying because he needs his diaper changed. So that's alright. That's good enough. I just needed him out of my way. If he leaves, I can deal with that. Let's see. So we have our new babies. Oh, we got a masterpiece. And how much is this worth? 8,053. And we are going to put it into Jeremy's inventory. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have him quickly, as quickly as possible, harvest everything. And then I'll come back and we'll do some mass selling of vegetables and frogs. And then we'll do another maybe check-in. I don't expect that we'll have earned that much this part because... You know, we started at 3 p.m. We didn't sell anything, so I can't imagine it'll have gone up very much. But I'm curious anyways as to what, if any, increase in value we've had. I decided to let them sleep through the night, and so I've bred the frogs usually when I've just sort of been away from here, so you don't have to sit through that. And I'm going to just sell the frogs that are in their inventory. And also do we have blackberries? And grapes. I'm not sure, so I will leave those there. I'm going to sell the... I'm just going through here. And of course, because in the last part we actually played through a couple of royalty sessions, so we had that would have helped us increase our value, as well as the fact that we had some street sales, where this part was more that we had the twins, so we're not going to have much of an increase in our value because things like the frogs, the value is taken into account in their inventory. When you look at the household value, you don't actually need to sell them to get the value in the Rosebud score that's tracked on by the game. But he did harvest some fruits, so we may as well sell them because we also want to sell them to reduce our bills, because the more value we have in the house, which we already have the house as a value, the more our bills will be, the higher our bills will be. So we may as well get rid of this bunny sculpture. That was from when we had the woodworking table out that they kept gravitating towards, so I put it away unless we actually want it for anything. I sold everything of, I think, significant value in his inventory. We have some paintings and some posters, nothing much in her inventory. How about Ryan? He has some bonsai buds, he has some superb grapes, so we can sell grapes because that's a proof that we have grapes already, because they're better value, better quality, I should say. And he has a few dragon fruit, so we will sell those, and the grow fruit, which aren't really worth very much. And they're nice, so we've obviously planted those. Bird of paradise and some bluebells, and we'll just keep the bonsai for now because we can convert those to the shrubs that you can convert I'm trying, can't remember what they are called off the top of my head, even though I do know what they are. The ones that you shape, bonsai trees that they can do. And then you can sell them from the household inventory, and they're worth a little bit more than the 13. I think they're like 200 and something simoleons. And the cow plant berries, well, they're worth more when you plant them and stuff. They are worth like $4.25 or $4.50, $4.75. We're just gonna sell them. And the chrysanthemums, just to get the stuff out of the inventory. Helps clean out the inventory as well as just put it into simoleons, which does help because both the parents have the weekly money based on their cash and not on their value. So the more you have in cash, the greater the interest is that they get every week. So converting things from the inventory to cash not only reduces their bills, excuse me, it also will increase the interest they get when they get the interest money. And I'm just going to get rid of these emotion potions. They're not worth anything, but we'll just clear them out of his inventory. I'm going to keep the mushrooms for now just because I don't remember if he needs to fertilize anything, and they also can make reasonable bait. There, his inventory is much cleaner, and so I don't know that I had the blackberries, but I'm pretty sure it was the grapes. But like I said, for now I'll just, if anything is normal, I need to really double check. My memory is not very good. Well, the sage is excellent, so we can definitely sell that. I know the mushrooms, I know I kept them in the other inventory, but because we probably have duplicates of these, I'm sure we'll be able to use them if we need to. And very inexpensive. I know we can use this for cooking, but for now, we're not doing that much cooking. And we'll get rid of the rose. I think we need to get a death flower is what we need. I don't think we have a death flower. So, and maybe we'll just, I'm debating about selling. And I just fed the frogs, as you can see. So there we go. We've sold a lot of stuff from their inventory, and Eden is still trying to work on getting her relationship up. And like I said, I don't know how much of a priority that is because of the fact that I think once she introduces herself to them when they become toddlers, it'll just boost it right away, just because of the fact that, and why don't you come and join in, and this is where I'm saying you can't join with what's on, you have to be aware of what's on, and I know it's a cooking channel, so I can do that. And she wants to watch Civic Public Access, but we'll just leave it at that. Brighten day, are you eating your food? Good, you're bringing your food with you. And are you sitting? Oh good, they are sitting. I've been finding a lot of times they're standing, but they seem to be sitting in this house, so that's good. When they eat, they're standing in front of the fridge and stuff when they eat. So I think, you know, we'll do a quick check. Of course, once they actually get to get their royalties for today, their value would go up a lot more, but I don't think we're going to go that far. We've been going long enough. So we're at 657, 475. I don't remember where we were last time, but I think we were at 600 something. So we've gone up. We have gone up in value, but next time we'll have royalties, so we'll go up even more. So I think we will end it here. We have 2 new babies, 2 twins, Cody and Christian. And of course I'm on Juliet, so you see that she's friends, but as you can see, our Eden isn't, unfortunately. But like I said, as soon as they become toddlers, we'll introduce, and I'm sure that'll boost the relationship right away. And that's a bit of a glitch with the beloved trait that Eden has, but no one else in the family has. So it's, you know, like I said, because she has incredibly friendly, she should be able to have a boost to her relationship. I'm guessing, I don't know, usually I make them become friends before they age up, because I didn't actually realize it was a beloved trait. I just thought it was something to do with their later kids. But that kind of made sense, because usually by the time you have the later kids, I've often completed that aspiration and they have had the beloved trait by that point. So hopefully they fix that. But I think it's been like that for quite a while. But I guess that's it. Please leave any comments or suggestions if you have them below. Please leave a like if you liked the video. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!